This is a presentation of RVT Entertainment.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening.
This is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat's cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
We'll go to NXT. I'll go to the CWC.
Hell yeah.
We'll be at 205 Live.
I can truly say that I have the whole damn world in my hand.
Goodbye and good night.
Hey, hi, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wrestle-Cast, presented by RVT Entertainment on the BrokenInfinite.com, Podomatic.com, iTunes, and wherever else we find this fine audio recording, and live on RVT Entertainment's official YouTube channel. We talk about professional wrestling, both in the mainstream and the independent scene. My name's Matty Jay. That's not TWK. He's on vacation. Actually up in Michigan right now, having a gay old time, I guess. I don't know. Instead, ladies and gentlemen, I have a guest host, someone I've been wanting to get back on the show for a little while, so this is a decent opportunity from our very own TRPG Night Wednesdays on RVT Entertainment's YouTube channel. I give you Mildra the Monk. Sir, come on and say hi.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Noggers. Happy days are here again. How are you, bud? You doing good?
I am doing good. I have just been doing a bit of research here and there, working on the writer's second project. Marking the hell out on G1 and all the grapple that I can get.
Yes.
and also getting some updates on some Kickstarter projects that I had been either backing or keeping a close eye on. Ooh. Especially some RPGs out in Germany of all places.
That worked. That sounds like it works. Also, reading upon that, the writer, they finally updated the writer of the transformation.
Yeah, when I was doing some digging around, I found a 4th edition version of Writer of the Transformation. The one that we used was technically the 3rd edition.
Yeah.
It's a little cleaner as far as how they wrote the rules and how they organized powers, but I still don't like it. It still has 90% of the problems that I had when we ran through it, which is why I am continuing on my plan of, I'm saying, fuck that version, I am making my own.
Ah.
So everything that you thought about, because and I'm not going to do the rant again, but the big problem that I had was you wanted to do stuff more like Lucha Libre. The rules wouldn't let me.
Ah. That explains
the
a
rules.
lot.
I guess
what about the rules?
I wonder if they were written by Jack Tunney or something.
Oh, and we're back. And Hairball, don't worry, we will talk about James E. Cornette in the first segment. But speaking of, we have the screw the rules, maggot, says Lord Papa. What about the rules? Screw the rules, maggot. What about the rules? Anyway, on first segment of the show, we have your news, stuff and type of thoughts, something. For the most part, we're just going to shit about G1 Climax. For the most part. And, of course, we have to talk about Monday Night Raw. And, of course, what happened with Kurt Angle. Stick with me. The sooner we take care of that shit, we could go back to G1 Climax, a little bit of Lucha Underground. But for the most part, it's going to be that.
It's like ripping off a Band-Aid. It's going to be painful, but the pain only lasts for a second.
Rip it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. And of course, your emails and comments of the week, and of course, on of course our third segment, our preview of WWE a Battleground featuring the main event of a Punjabi prison match.
It's going to be bollocks.
Woo! One for OSW down the line, I would suppose. But we will get to it. We will get to it. No, never judge a card by its cover, even if it's 90% bamboo. And, of course, your winners and losers. And, hey, Mildred's right here for the whole night. So let's have some fun with that, for fuck's sakes. Not every day we get a guy that could shoot the shit about wrestling as good as T-Dub. Oh, we do have people like Mildred, like, you know, we have Mumbles. Never mind what I said. Hold on. Let me Dave me. Let me Dave me. There, done. Ow.
You definitely deserve that.
It's Friday. Fuck it. It's Friday. I have booze, and my birthday's on Monday. My birthday weekend. Let me have it, for God's sake.
You will get absolutely no argument. You'll get absolutely no argument from me. And hey, cream soda is not a bad drink.
And for those wondering, the Pop Shop Hard Cream Soda, 7% alcohol in this can. So let me have this. Anyway, clip of the week. Don't worry, it's not Kurt Angle or Randy Orton. It's not even WWE. Clip of the week belongs this week to, oh my God, probably a leading contender for promo of the year so far. Tama Tonga at the G1 Climax 27 press conference when he decided to turn the Savage dial up to 11. Take a listen.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about winning the G1. To be honest with you, it's not even a real tournament to me. I see the same guys since I got here, sitting at the same table with a couple new faces over there. This is my second year. I'm seeing on social media that I've got to prove something. Fuck you. I ain't got to prove shit to none of y'all. I've been proving myself since the day I fucking set foot on this goddamn island. You want to make this a real tournament? Why don't you have that shit in America? Why don't you have the G1 in America? Against American guys in America, in Europe. Shit's boring now. Here in Japan. Against the same guys who are aging, mind you. You got young bucks like us. Shout out, young bucks, what up? Coming up. You got Kenny Omega, best in the world, the bout machine, leading the way. For who? For Bullet Club. Bullet Club. Bullet Club has been leading this company for years. Years. Admit it. He didn't put y'all on the map. He didn't. Not in the world. Bullet Club put Sinihon Pro Wrest on the world stage. Prime example. G1 special in LA. If you all were there, packed house, sold out. 85% of the fans was wearing Bullet Club. Not Suzuki-gun, not Los Incognables, definitely not New Japan t-shirts. Bullet Club. We are on a world stage and we're still having a tournament here. Everybody's trying to fight each other here, but nobody wants to go abroad thinking of the future, thinking of the bigger picture. But you know who is? Bullet Club. This G1, Shit. That's nothing to me. I come into work every day, 100%, whether it's a pay-per-view show or a house show. I work my ass off. This tournament will be no different. No different. Nothing changed with me. I still work my ass off, and everybody here, they know that. When you go against me, you better bring your A game. Because I'm a competitor. That's it. I don't give a fuck about winning. I compete. Bullet Club is led by Omega, rightfully so. And if you want to take over the wrestling world, you would follow Bullet Club.
All right. Damn. the first 2 minutes of that promo. Damn. Also, you can guy isn't on the mic that often, isn't he? Well, he's still a good promo. Anyway,
he's rarely Tama Tonga is rarely a talker, and I think I'm trying to figure out what the long-term plan is with somebody like him, because it very much feels like they want to move him up to being in a singles position at around say the Intercontinental title picture. I could honestly see
definitely the never open weight title picture.
Yeah,
I mean, keep in mind, and you'll see in about a few minutes, but he's in the same block as Minoru Suzuki.
Oh boy,
yeah,
yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, Kenny Omega kind of sold it. I mean, kind of sold it like, I'm scared of you, but I'm gonna look death in the eye. Thomas the kind of guy who don't give a fuck.
No, he doesn't.
This is going to be a very interesting ride.
It's going to be interesting both when it comes to psychology, because one is a total sadist and the other one doesn't give a fuck. But the other thing is the fact that both of them have very different styles, which I think is going to be really interesting, because Tama Tonga, I can honestly say his style is unique, and I realize that sounds cliche, but it's because of how much emphasis he puts on his defense.
Yeah,
and
Don Callis during the call, he brought it up. He's one of the best defensive wrestlers in New Japan, period, and he may be right. Because a lot of it's on defense and turning what could have been a killer blow into a killer blow for him on another dude. Mm-hmm. Foreshadowing on night one there, on night two, I should say. But the
other thing that ends up coming to mind is the fact that in some ways that I ended up the first time I saw him, I made this comment as a bit of a joke, but he does Randy Orton better than he does Viper better than Randy Orton.
He does
as far as acting evasive and well, not to put too fine a point in it, serpentine.
He's smooth,
but as far as this,
he makes it look smooth.
Promo, now, but getting back to this promo, a lot of the core of really hitting home is the whole make it so that A and B is believable, so that when you introduce C and D, people can go with it.
Yeah.
And hey, Max. And that's why when it comes to the whole idea of Bullet Club being the worldwide influence, that's very much true, because a lot of times the Japanese centric stars they've mostly stayed in Japan. The only time that they really started to branch out was with the brief invasion tour, I think 2011 at the ECW arena, and the yearly shows that they've done with Ring of Honor or with CMLL.
And even then, it's the same group. I mean, I'm trying to. Real Neat Puro brought it up when he was talking about the G1 specials. You know, it's like it's still the same group that goes no matter what. And the people who do make like your Togi Makabes and your Yuji Nagatas, they stay there because their interest is, I just want to stay in Japan. But, you know, it's one of those situations, I guess you could say. But that's not what we're here. We're here to talk about G1 Climax. Why? Because fuck you, that's why.
Yep.
We could do a whole lot of news, and there's not a whole lot of news. I mean, there is, but I'm like, at this point, T-Dub does that stuff. And to be honest, all there is Alberto El Patron, the charges have been dropped. He's no longer under investigation. It looks like Paige is the one who might get the domestic charges. Ruh-roh.
Okay. I knew Paige always had a few screws loose, but I didn't. But if it's that kind of case, then I suppose I'll have to take one notch off of El Patron.
Oh yeah, let's be honest. He's not the biggest dick in this week, for sure. We'll get to that, but actually, you know what? Let's get the negative stuff out of the way. James E. Cornette, Nazis? You freaking kidding me?
Compare.
Oh,
okay.
Okay. Here's what's going on. For those wondering, he's been having a shit fit over Kenny Omega having a good match. What a shock, right? You know, and of course people are talking about how good a match he had with Minoru Suzuki, with this guy and that guy, and Hairball, we're not giving him a Dave. It be acknowledging it.
The whole thing started.
Yeah.
In part because Dave Meltzer had retweeted one of the gifs that Mr. Lariato puts out on Twitter, which for those of you who haven't followed him, do that. And it was a clip from a match from DDT Pro with Yoshihiko and Kota Ibushi. And he said, "This man just set Sapporo's gate record. Some call this amazing talent. Some call it killing the business. One does not compute."
Yeah.
Cornette apparently took umbrage to that and said, quote, "I don't really care if Adolf Hitler was an amazingly talented painter. He should get no compliments. These fucks Omega, Ibushi, same thing." And when I saw that, and I do have to thank Hairball for pointing out that tweet to me.
Yeah.
It's one of those cases where I was just dumbfounded, because one, there's a thing on the internet, and I'm going to sound like an idiot for bringing this up, because it should be second nature for people. But there's a thing called Godwin's Law. Godwin's Law is that the longer an argument goes on the internet, the closer the probability that someone is going to lose the high ground by bringing up either Adolf Hitler or the Nazis becomes 1. Effectively, once you pull that shit, you lose the argument, because you're basically using the spooky language card.
Yeah.
And the vibe that I get is that Cornette very much has a savvy mind for his particular style, but the thing is that a person with so much vision can only see so far, especially when they're still seeing it through the lens of how they understood it to be. Cornette has never worked in Japan. He has never comprehended that different countries are going to have different styles of wrestling. Not everyone is going to be wrestling like it's the 1970s in GWA.
Dumbasses.
I'm like, it's very much.
He says that Smoky Mountain still sells out. I said, okay, yeah, sells out gymnasiums with 250 people in them. But Sapporo, how many people were in Sapporo? Fuck's sake.
Mm-hmm. Now, granted, Sapporo isn't one of the bigger spots. It's still a B level area alongside, say, Nagita, but it does have a history because that's one of the main places that they do their New Beginning tour.
Yeah.
Right after Wrestle Kingdom in January. So it's not like Sapporo is some no-name town, and plus there's a beer company named after it.
Yeah.
So Sapporo is kind of a big deal in Japan. And the thing that I end up coming back to with this is the old grognards who can only see their version as if it's the one true way. And that was also the reason why I hated that dive comment got so much heat at that point, if you recall.
Oh God, yeah.
It's because there's a core fundamental problem with that line of thinking, and that is that this one particular way, whether it be specifically Southern style, of that old school Southern style that they're familiar with, is the one true way according to the gospel of professional wrestling.
Yeah.
When anybody who's working now on the indies or abroad is smart enough who actually has a decent international career, understands the fact that when you're in different regions, they expect different things from the wrestling, and you have to adapt. Like I'm going to use Hulk Hogan as a good example of this. Hogan didn't do much and didn't come off like a great wrestler in his run into the WWF, as you know.
Yeah.
But then if you look at his matches in New Japan, he changed his style to match what they're doing in New Japan. He started integrating more striking. He started integrating more technical moves.
His finish in New Japan was a lariat. For those wondering, I know that. But by the way, before we continue, thank you, Lord Papa. Shintai Girl Maxicorn has a quick question for Mildred. Go ahead. You might type it out.
All right, Maxicorn, what do you got? What do you got?
What do you got? What do you got, Dad? What do you got? While he types up that question, Vince, you could have just said, "Give us a couple weeks. We'll get Jason. We'll bring Chad. We'll bring Chad Gable to Raw. We'll have a tag team thing." Where do you think you're going? Should have been there.
2 weeks in a row that I've had to do that. I had to deal with that. Remember last week?
Oh yeah. Oh, that was a stinger, and people chuckled. People had a chuckle. Hey, now keep it PG. Fuck that. We ain't PG. We're
PG.
We ain't PG. Have you seen the disclaimer thingy? This is the internet. Listener discretion is advised. Anyway, on to the... Okay. I get that they're trying to do something with Jason Gordon, a solid, quote, mid-level, mid-card push for Jason Jordan. Well, one question. Why'd you have to split up another goddamn tag team? You know, here's the story. Monday, we see that, and we were expecting the worst. We thought, oh, God, you know, thanks to Eric Bischoff, good one, by the way, Mr. Bischoff, if you happen to be listening, and I doubt you are, he goes on his podcast saying, oh, I don't know, they're probably bringing up Dixie to do the Claire Lynch thing from TNA a few years ago. And, of course, the internet goes nuts, going, oh, God, Dixie Carter was on the thing. Oh, my God, 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 no. Oh, no. It's not good. And of course, the words out of Kurt's mouth, ladies and gentlemen, my son, Jason Jordan. And we're going, wait, what? Hey, it's not Dixie Carter. And then the whole damn world.
Do you remember what I...
The whole damn world got pissy. And I tweeted it. I said, guys, it's just the beginning. Give him a week. Give him a day. And the next evening, they just say Chad Gable's a single guy on SmackDown now. I take it back. Fuck this company and everybody involved in it. Another one. You just split up Enzo and Cass, you idiot.
You split up Enzo and Cass, gave Cass a shitty new theme song, made Enzo look like a total geek, and now you're splitting off another tag team just because for what? It's like you're kind of starved for tag teams since you split the roster.
Yeah, I know you fucking told me, Hairball. I know you fucking told me. I told you to calm down because it was day of the fucking thing. We didn't even know until the next night that they were going to split it up. So, you know what? I'm part of the goddamn mob now.
And... Okay, there is one gag I suppose I need to bring up.
Yeah, sure.
You know, Kurt Angle may as well have just saying, my black son. My heart is getting bigger. Don't remember sleeping with that lady, but I did. My black son, he's coming to stay. My black son, he's making each day the best that he can. So he's a ninja. If I'm going to hell, that probably means I get that.
To be fair, it's been all over the net last couple of days, so fair enough. Everyone,
yeah,
fuck's sake. And to be fair, it's not a Simpsons joke. Sorry, no, Matthew. They're a little overplayed.
A Family Guy joke.
Yeah, but yeah, and A-Deck, Lex, yeah, A-Deck, yeah. Cass was the one going after Enzo. They had a big blow off, and thanks to quote unquote great camera work, big ass. Just gotta.
Fortunately, that's only the second worst ass shot I've had to deal with in my time watching wrestling. I cannot get the Matt Striker camera shot out of my skull.
December to this member, I know exactly what you're talking about. Fuck that camera shot. Oh God. So what have we learned?
If you want to do,
go ahead.
If you want to do the whole have them split up and all that, you know, fine. But for starters, Cass is very clearly not ready. And when they did that new theme, which well, I defended Cesaro's theme because it did grow up on me after a few weeks.
Yeah.
Yep. But going with this shitty step thing just makes it seem like Big Cass is just another guy, and make it even worse. Have him start a feud with the Big Show. Like, really? That's why I say that it made Enzo into a geek because the whole thing, Cass's whole reason for turning heel was Enzo was making him fight his battles for him. So, according to that, so based on that logic, you have him bring in another big guy to fight his battles for him. My brain is full of fuck.
There's a button here I could play. Actually, my brain is full of fuck.
Yeah, and that's not even the worst news that's come out. But I think we'll get to that when we have to deal with SmackDown.
What is the worst news coming out of SmackDown?
Okay, let me start.
You made the transition. You made the segue. You made the segue. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. I will give props to Randy Orton for doing a very, very good promo.
It was, and it's coming up. It's coming up.
And Jinder Mahal, are you okay? Do you need a lozenge or something?
Yeah.
Because I could have. I don't know if he was rehearsing his lines about 3 or 4 times backstage before he went out, but his voice was cracking really bad. I was almost worried that he was working through a cold or something.
I know. I have Fishman's friend right here, Mr. Mahal. Do you want some, Mr. Maharaja? It looks like he might need some. Will someone give the modern-day Maharaja a lozenge?
Or maybe just have him drink. Maybe have him take the Excalibur route and just have him drink gallons of honey. But I have been trying to give the Mahal experience the experiment. Sorry, a bit of a Freudian slip there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Although the Jinder Mahal experience would be funny as hell if he went that route. But this experiment with him, I have been trying really hard to give it some slack. But every time I see him cut a promo, it just ends up reaffirming that he is way, way, way over his head. And
he's taking it well. He's doing a good job, all things considered. I mean, there have been worse champions, let's be fair.
Kali,
for one. Fucker can wrestle and cut a promo. That's, at least there's that.
Yep, but it very much sounds like he's overcompensating.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and that's just his bust. That's just the jacked up look to him.
Although having the most disgusting back knee I've ever seen.
Yeah, about that. Anyway,
but but there were 2 other fails that happened on that episode of SmackDown. The first was, and this is the easy one, but Cena burying the entire card of Battlegrounds. Like, you don't want to see all that. You want to see my flag match with Rusev, USA, Rob Ross. Like, Cena, you're a cunt.
Yeah. Careful, dude, because otherwise we'll mistake it for Hulk. Oh, wait, we are mistaking it for Cunt Hogan, aren't we? Mr. Cuffle T-shirt, make muscles.
I usually don't go that route, but this is one of those cases where I will.
Yeah. Kind of have to.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of have to.
And now we get to the piece de resistance.
Yes. Oh, boy.
So, one of the best segments of SmackDown.
Yes.
The after interview thing, talking smack.
Yes.
Has been canceled
because
they're apparently focused. They're apparently wanting to move it to only being a thing that's done after SmackDown pay-per-views. But from what Dave Meltzer has said and what I've been reading on Figure 4 online and a few other places,
yeah.
That is not the case.
Vince just finds it's not scripted enough. That's the whole goddamn reason why it's canceled on Weekly. AKA Vincent Kennedy McMahon, asshole.
Oh, it gets worse. It gets worse.
Oh yeah.
And I have to give my props to Jason Solomon, aka Solomonster Sounds Off, for this bit of info, because
yep.
They canceled this, and they didn't even bother to tell Renee. She had to find out about it through a fan on Twitter. Dick, you're the head of a company. You can't tell him, and you can't even tell your fucking employees that you're going to be working on something else. Nobody knew until the ball was dropped by fans. I have not seen that level of dickery since Walter Koenig got shit canned.
Hey, Vince, it's called employees. You have them. They can do the job for you. And, Shin Tiger Curly, and even worse, Max Cornus Vince, Talking Smack didn't have Gary Stridham. Wow.
Yeah, because that's what he needs with shit ratings right now. Another thing that's gonna blow money. Phrasing.
Yeah.
And Renee decided to throw some shade about it on Twitter, where he said, "Well, I guess it's back to saying introducing my guest tonight." Because apparently apparently now WWE tried to put out this release saying that they were looking at the people who watch, and it was because not enough people in their minds were watching Talking Smack, and I'm like, bullshit. I get those same results every month.
Yeah.
Talking Smack is usually in either the top 5 or the top 10. Though maybe it would probably be higher if you weren't putting so much focus on promoting old classics. Because old Nitro and old ECW episodes, those are what usually ends up topping up what people are watching.
Yeah. So essentially, Talking Smack canceled.
Fucking bullshit!
By the way, good job trying to cut away an opportunity for you guys to actually getting on mic live, improv microphone promo experience. Oh, and this is a show. By the way, that's a show that got you the heel run from the Miz you never thought you'd get.
Mm-hmm.
Dumbass.
And managed to get some genuine personality out of. I'd say about half the SmackDown roster, plus it was where we got some genuine needling with the whole thing of Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon making fun of the Universal title.
Yeah. By the way, Talking Smack, aka the Daniel Bryan don't give a fuck show.
Also, it's where we really got to see personality of people who normally didn't have much. The two big examples, one is Baron Corbin, who started out real bland, and then the other one is King Boy of SmackDown, Mojo Rawley.
Yeah. I was like, oh, no, I'm hype. I'm always hype, sir. I am always hype. It's weird. TV Mojo Rawley, I'm hype. He ain't hype. Me am hype. Talking Smack Mojo. I ain't hype. He ain't hype. He ain't hype. Fucking A, man. Fucking A.
Yeah, and it's rare that I get this level of heated over something, but it's one of those cases where I get the feeling that he's probably going to do the same thing to Raw Talk, but in doing that, he's effectively putting a ball and chain over his roster, and then he's probably going to go and say, well, why isn't anyone getting over? But enough of that bullshit.
Yeah, Dizzy Storms asks, who would you say is the strongest fighter in Ring of Honor? Ooh. Huh. I mean, there's a few that I could think of. I mean,
it's really a toss-up because there's just so many. There's so many.
There's so many good wrestlers. I mean, you could pick one, and you probably wouldn't get an argument from me. I mean, right now, Cody.
I will say that.
Right now, Cody's the Ring of Honor World Champion, so that's a good spot. But
yep, I will say that that I have to give a honorable mention to my longtime rival Dalton Castle.
Oh, Dalton Castle. We'll get to that story. Believe me. I don't think you've explained that story. No, I think you have on the show.
I have explained it to you off when we've been off air, but I have not explained it to you when we've been on the show.
Save that for the third segment.
And also, Mike, no, I am not okay with Pathfinder.
Where that you get this heated over something, Mildra. So you're okay with Pathfinder? No, he's not. No, he is not. Anyway, G1 Climax. Let's just get to that because, whoa, shit, yeah, we're already over time. Who cares? Okay. So the first night, New Japan has it from Hokkaido. It's from Sapporo, but it was a Hokkaido Professional Sports Center in Hokkaido, Sapporo, Japan. We're not going to go over the tag matches because at this point it don't really matter. A block, they had Yuji Nagata taking on Yoshihashi in a great opener. Yoshihashi defeated him. Bad Luck Fale over Togi Makabe. That was a hoss battle. Bad Luck Fale, he won that one. Hiroki Goto took on Tomohiro Ishii. These two guys just beat the fuck out of each other.
That was some brutal shit. Although,
yeah,
man, I know why New Japan does this, and I don't necessarily blame them for doing this, but it still annoys the hell out of me. Like, if you have the whole copyright issues with Yuji Nagata's intro or with Tomoaki Honma's music, yeah, with
Makabe is probably the biggest one. With Makabe, that's fair enough. It's the immigrant song. You don't want to get catch shit from the Led Zepp people. That's fair.
Even though it's just a cover of the immigrant song that was done by somebody else. But
yeah.
If that's the case, just get them new music. I mean, you already got a new song for your once in a century talent, even though it's shit compared to High Energy.
Yeah.
No, I am not letting go of that.
Me neither. State of the new theme, for fuck's sake. But
speaking of state, there's only one comment I'm going to make about the tag matches. One, most of them were all faction matches.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Yeah.
The other is the fact that Sonata, I love you, man, but state of your gear.
State of your mask, mate. What the hell was that? You went from looking cool to looking like here from
It looks like a mask that he stole from they stole from the garbage bin of Hiroyoshi Tenzan's mask.
Yeah. You look like the illegitimate son of Hiroyoshi Tenzan. Which, considering
it didn't help that he got rid of the jacket too.
Yeah, fuck's sake. Yeah. Must be summertime.
Now, as far as what bar Yoshihashi is,
oh yeah, let's get this. Yeah, yep. we want to bring that up. Yeah, hold on, let me get back here because the first match was Yoshihashi versus Yuji Nagata, and he looked and Yoshihashi looked good. So let's look particularly decent. So, Mildra. My God, I'm gonna get copyright infringement lawsuits from OSW Review, but who cares? What bar is Yoshihashi?
Well, Matty, Yoshihashi this time around had a blinding amount of red,
yep,
silver,
yep,
and white. So he is a Three Musketeers.
Nice. Been a while. That's my chocolate bar. That's my college bar right there.
Yep.
People in John Abbott College, that.
He is also.
Yes.
Because of the blinding amount of silver on that thing and how shiny it was, he is unfortunately a York peppermint patty. And the most unfortunate, and I'm sorry to do with this Yoshihashi, he is a can of Diet Coke.
Oh,
sorry, man.
Oh,
I am so sorry.
Oh.
Diet Coke is shit.
Yeah. And yet, because of the hospital ruling on limiting your sugar intake, aka bullshit, you're trying to take all the junk food out. all they have is diet stuff. Though the Diet Mountain Dew is fine. I actually prefer the taste of Diet Mountain Dew more than regular Mountain Dew, if you believe that. But that's just me. Anyway, the semi-main was Zack Sabre Jr. Versus Hiroshi Tanahashi. One thing, Mildra, what bar is Hiroshi Tanahashi?
Oh, okay. Okay. This is gonna be tricky because here's the thing: Tanahashi has two jackets.
He was wearing two jackets.
And he has a different set of color. And he has a
fucker's wearing two jackets. Why are you wearing? Just wear one.
Hey! You and I are both from the north. We know the importance of dressing in layers.
That's true. That is true.
On the other hand, it's July.
Yeah.
Who the fuck dresses in layers in July?
Thank you. You know what the weird part is, and I'm pretty sure you run into those people as well. On your commute, there's always that one guy with like 7 layers of layered. There's one guy on the bus comes in with like two leather jackets, leather gloves, and he's like, "No, I'm fine. It's still cold. It's 31 Celsius. It's nearly 100. It's 100 degrees Fahrenheit. For fuck's sake." Anyway.
For whatever reason, I only run into those people in Minneapolis, never in St. Paul.
Fair enough.
No, nowhere else, by the way. Just Minneapolis. It's like they concentrated all the crazy in Minnesota.
We call that Vanier on our parts. Ottawa joke. Anyway,
Yep.
So what bar is Hiroshi Tanahashi?
Okay, let's get the jacket out of the way. So first we have purple and we have purple and silver. So he is. I'm gonna get copyright infringement, but it's the best I can come up with. He is a Milka white chocolate bar.
Ooh. It would be a dairy milk bar, too. If we have those Caribbean dairy milk bars, too. Probably one of those. While the purple on that.
He can also be an Almond Joy. Why you want to be that, I have no idea, because coconut is fucking disgusting.
I find it delicious once in a while. But that is a shitload of coconut.
Now, as far as the actual tights, we have red, blue, and gold, and white. So that and this means I'll be able to do double copyright infringements because this means that he is the face of America. America.
I love you, Mr. Owens. Also, here's another shocker. Zack Sabre Jr. won. Damn near broke Tanahashi's arm again. Look at that.
Tanahashi, I do appreciate that he's really showing that fighting spirit, but I really think that he should take like a few months off to actually get surgery and actually properly rehab his arm, because that stuff has been bugging him for months.
Yeah.
And if he keeps up at that rate, he's gonna screw it up. And the last thing that they need is having one of their biggest stars to have to take an even worse time off due to injury, because we've seen what happens when people try and shake it off and end up aggravating a injury.
Paul Orndorff.
Yeah,
Paul Orndorff. If you watch OSW, I think it's Fall Brawl. I think.
Yeah, it was Fall Brawl. His arm was really badly atrophied, and he had to retire.
Yeah.
He had to retire at the end of the year. He still trains off and on, and he'll do like one-off fan shows, but
yeah,
but that arm has seen better days.
Yeah. Also, considering Yoshihashi, he is a Twix, says Shin Tiger Curl.
Yeah, I can go with that. Those aren't that bad. Although, are you talking the regular Twix or the peanut butter version?
Ooh, that's a good. Yeah, we might need to specify there, Shen. Anyway, and in the main event, Tetsuya Naito he defeated Kota Ibushi in a 5-star affair. If you ask me, that was a beautiful match. And of course, that's A block. For those wondering, here are the scores as of right now. Let's see. Ishii has 2. Bad Luck Fale has 2. Naito has 2. Zack Sabre Jr. has 2. So that's as of right now. Of course, just a little disclaimer. Yes, Night 3 did indeed happen. It is available, but right now, New Japan's English site only has the updated as of the Night 2. And as a matter of fact, neither Mildra nor I have watched anything from Night 3. So keep that in mind. Sorry for the spoilers, because I know you haven't watched. You tried to watch the G1, but I'll have to give out the results, unfortunately, because I've watched it and I want to review as much as possible here. For Night 2, they were at Korakuen Hall. They started with Satoshi Kojima and Juice Robinson, which was a great match. These two had Kevin and Dom built up the fact that Kojima was Juice's senpai. If I got that right, yeah.
I'd say more sensei makes more sense than senpai.
Yeah, they were saying sensei, and it's sensei, not senpai, but
yeah,
senior official.
Yep, but I have to say, CJ Parker was just okay in NXT, but as Juice Robinson, he has really started to come into his own. And I mentioned this back in January, but I maintain this. When I see the kind of fire that Juice has, it very much reminds me of Surfer Sting.
Yeah.
Like he definitely has that kind of fire. And
yeah.
Well, I wouldn't put. I could easily see him holding perhaps the maybe like a year or so holding the Never US or IC belts, one of the lower mid card belts.
He needs to hold the belt. He's earned it though.
Because you remember that at one point I had posited having a program of Juice Robinson against Hangman Page.
Yeah.
Over the U.S. title. Like I figured you have them in the finals and you can have that as a program for like 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
I still think there's money in that program, and it would definitely give Hangman Page something to do aside from being one of the Bullet Club's 2 jobbers.
The other one, of course, being Chase Owens.
Mm-hmm.
Now, but what about Yujiro Takahashi? He has the babes. Leave him alone. No jobber has babes that sexy. Just saying.
Takahashi may lose a match, but he wins the night.
and he wins it all night long. Oh god!
But apparently, I just want to bring this up. Apparently, one person who's really been using Ibushi's return to go further with his heel persona has been Tetsuya Naito.
Yeah,
because he's been throwing shade at Ibushi, basically taking umbrage over the fact that he just came back and is like, and all of a sudden he's in the G1. Like, what have you done? Like,
yeah. What have you done?
He even decided to take a few pot shots at that Ibushi's matches in the Cruiserweight Classic weren't really that good.
Mr. Naito, I hate to say it, but you lie.
Let him have this. Keep in mind that Naito's whole character is the embodiment of don't give a fuck. I mean, remember what he did.
This guy has negative fucks to give, so fair enough. He's just trying to piss people off. Which, in fairness, Kind of worked. Kind of worked.
Mm-hmm. And remember what he did to the IC belt?
Fucked it up so hard they had to make a new one.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'm gonna keep reading these results. Elgin took on Tama Tonga. Tonga won. Tonga won one. He was a half Boston Crab. He won one. Sonata versus Evil. Sonata won. Kazuchika Okada versus Toriano. Oh God! I'm not going.
You're nuts.
Watch here. Mildra, you have not seen this match yet, right?
It was right when this was getting started. That's when I had that technical issue that I talked about before.
Oh, you poor bastard! That was a fun match. Okada won, but with I'll let you watch the rest of this.
Mm-hmm.
And in the main event, 21 minutes, 24 seconds of a torture session. I mean, the match between Minoru Suzuki and Kenny Omega. Omega won it, but Minoru decided, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna fuck you up. Why? It's war, bitch.
Which isn't too surprising. I mean, after all, we got when there was the tag match in night one, we got dangerously close to having a Duggan special between them.
Yeah, they came damn close to that.
And I think it's one of those cases where if I was sitting in the crowd and all of a sudden those two are brawling near where I'm sitting, I'm taking off.
Yeah, I'm fucking off. I see that. I see a pissed off Minoru Suzuki. I'm like, yeah, bye. I'm like this. Hold on, let me get the thing. I'm like, we both see Minoru Suzuki. This is what happens.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks.
Just, I'm out. Screw you guys. I'm going to the merch stand. Hey,
yep.
Gimmick table. Hey, screw you guy. Table.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that.
Yep.
Of course, night 3 happened. One of the matches was the dream match from the CWC. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Kota Ibushi. I have not watched it, but I'm looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be something to watch later. But, oh yeah, Minoru Suzuki, just watch the stare down at the beginning of the match. You'll know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny survived. He'll tell you. He survived. He didn't... wasn't exactly a thing. He was in there. It's like, oh, fuck, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. And Minoru Suzuki, where do you think you're going?
Your punishment must be more severe.
Yeah. All right. Well, that being said, and by the way, here are the results out of that first night. Michael Elgin. What if I was Tama? I think I know what happens. I think this is this block was this is actually updated from yesterday. So Elgin finally scored one, I guess.
Good one for Big Mike.
Good one for Big Mike. Let's see. Okada has 2. Omega has 2. Tonga has 2. Sonata has 2. Suzuki, goose egg. Which is strange. Kind of guy like that, they could get a pen, or someone to tap uncle, so to speak. Anyway, that being said, it's time. It's time for the emails and comments of the week. It's time for the emails and comments of the week. You can send them on the Wrestle-Cast at gmail.com. This is brought to you by Japan World Heroes, August 26th and 27th in Pasadena, California. Myself and Easy will be there. Of course, I'll be there only this Saturday. Sorry. Flights are hell and expensive, so I have to go the cheap route. It'll be at the Pasadena Convention Center in Pasadena, California, right across from the Sheraton. I'm looking very much forward to that. And of course, Rangers Top 5, November 3rd or 5th at a Holiday Inn and Suites from across from Universal Studios Orlando. They had announced a new guest this evening, Michael Copon. Time Force Blue. Poor guy. Hope you got your helmet back, by the way. Yeah. Some doofus at the Raleigh SuperCon or whatever that con was decided, hey, that's a helmet. Be a shame someone could yoink. And they couldn't find him, which is bullshit.
Dick
move. So yeah, he's part of the new. He's the newest newly announced person. Of course, we'll bring that up on the Ranger recap. More on that Thursday, of course. And of course, hey, I did a riff with my buddies Easy and Shades. Toka Riff's almost live. The first episode of Johnny Sacco and his flying robot. We had fun doing that. It's available on tokutai.me. For your enjoyment, of course, you'll have to get a copy of Johnny Sacco and his flying robot to watch. And if you're a Patreon subscriber or supporter of Easy's, it's available for you with video. So a little something for you. Now, that being said, there is an email that we got from LPH early this week, and I'm skipping it because, as some of you may or may not have heard, poor LPH was going through some stuff. I don't know what's going on. We have not seen him. I don't see him in the chat tonight, unfortunately. So, out of respect for him, and just we don't want to bring him. We don't need to air dirty laundry on this show, and I don't want to do it. So, out of respect for him, I do acknowledge his email. We did get it, and LPH. I hope you do get better, kid. Especially, and of course, especially with what happened with the lead singer of Linkin Park. And let's not pour salt in that wound, shall I say? And so LPH, we got it. By the way, for what he said, he did say Raw was good, which it was. In fairness, it kind of was. It was okay. It was an okay Raw. We begin with 217 God Mode. Subject this week sucked, but he's not pissed off at anybody, folks. Believe it or not. He's, well, let me read on. My TV is dead. Someone in Linkin Park died. SmackDown was weak, and LPH had a nervous breakdown. So, all over this week sucks balls. My only winner is you, but my loser is WWE and Global Force Wrestling. I hate that company. And LPH, please get better. God Mode out. Well said on LPH there. Mm-hmm. We continue proper with Dark Mortimer, who reads as follows. Meanwhile, at the clock tower, Dark Mortimer. Hey, look, I understand you have to still have this hatred before towards the guy, because he might be the beginning of her downward spiral for her life, or he might be the biggest asshole they claim to be. They claim he might be, or that she's causing her own torment. We don't know for sure until every story and facts have been heard. Until then, we can all do is pray that they get the help they need. Raven, you know, Mortimer, you're right. As much as I hate it, can't help but help for those you don't want it. I'm gonna lay down. Looks at a camera, mumbles. Fuck Alberto Del Rio. Walks away. Roberta, is she alright? Will she be alright? Mortimer, she will be unless she goes on a super kick rampage. Ooh. Rip Van Wick, oh Lord Mortimer, it's time for this week's comments, Mortimer. With a pay-per-view this Sunday. Oh, my team, Roberta. Roberta, yes, Lord. Yours, yes, Master Mortimer. Mortimer. Raw. Ambrose refuses to hit Steph in the back of the chair. Mrs. Friends attacked with said chairs. Bayley wins another match. Bloody hell, good for her. And Jason Jordan and Kurt Angle's lost Black Sun, who's also a ninja. Okay. SmackDown Live. Damn it,
D'Lo.
Yeah, damn it, D'Lo. SmackDown Live. Becky versus Charlotte. The Usos are more over as heels. Breezango should be the next tag team champions if they keep this up. And Orton Friends to beat Jinder's jacked up ass. More on that in the third segment, of course. NXT, Ruby versus Moon. Winner faces Asuka at Brooklyn 3. Lorcan and Birch was a dogfight, and Drew wins, LOL. Shane McMahon survives a helicopter crash. Yeah, by the way, that happened this week. Shane McMahon, the only man who could take a bump from a helicopter and be like, yo, watch my pay-per-view this Sunday. Shane O'Mac, everybody. And thankfully no one else was injured, which is true. Velocity pre-show match. I get it. Stan versus Aiden English. He's calling Ty Dillinger to win. Battleground plays Faint by Linkin Park. That's for you, Chester Bennington. The thumb is up for that. Good choice. Singles match, Underdog versus Mr. Maria Kanellis. He's calling Mike Kanellis to win. The Ring of Honor United States Championship match, the face that runs the States versus the old face of America. He's calling AJ Styles to retain. Singles match, Mr. Money in the Bank versus the King of Strong Style. He's actually calling Shinsuke Nakamura to win. 5-way elimination match, T-Generation X members, Becky Lynch and Charlotte, as in T-E-A. Generation X. That's how you spelt it. Very nice. I see where you're going there. Very nice. Versus the Crazy Cat Lady versus Lana. Lana! Danger Zone! Versus the Body Ground. A Body Ground. Where Van Winkle and... versus the Body Ground, and I need to hit this because, oh my god, I just realized, yeah, this is a button. So let me read. The Body Ground.
And holy shit! We'll always love you! I can't believe you did this to me, goddammit! How could you do this to me?
Oh god, that's my new favorite drop.
I love that. I love JonTron for that. Winner, he's calling Becky Lynch. Second pick for Tamina. Fair enough. Capture the flag match. Big Match John versus Ruru. Versus my boy Ruru. Winner, Cena. Duh. The Dallas Cowboys tag team title match. The New Day versus Day One-ish. Whatever that means. He's calling the Usos to retain. WWE World Championship. Punjabi prison match. The Viper versus every Canadian. Every Indian's hero. Winner, he's calling Jinder fucking Mahal to retain. Winner, Chester Bennington. Thank you for all the great hits and memories. One day we'll all see you on the other side. Roberta, pardon Master Mortimer, but Raven went on a rampage. Winner because of Paige? No, because of her save file of Mario Luigi Saga got corrupted. Raven super kicks everyone he sees. First the fucking airport kick. Then my stream for the G1 fucks up kick. Now my game kicks. Get that fucking camera out of the way. Super kicks the camera. Oh my god. Anyway. Oh yeah. Oh god. I'm already reading the first paragraph for the next one. By the way, Tina would usually say something like this, but next up is our good buddy Frencho Taco. Hello, Wrestle-Cast. Still alive without a migraine, but really, WWE, we just got through Bad Blood, and we have Battlegrounds this Sunday. Overexposure much? Anyway, I'm not going to cover Raw or SmackDown Lucha Underground. Spoilers, Lucha Underground wins by a margin, and also the beginning of the G1 Climax, but it's a category of its own. Instead, we gotta go back to the battlefield. Pre-show, crispy, woo, spicy, woo, honey mustard KFC main event pre-show. The Perfect 10 versus the Perfect Waste of Talent. Yes, it's Aiden English. Ow. Don't care Winner and don't care, and the result is predictable. Dillinger wins. Oh God! SmackDown Tag Title: D's Nuts versus Dem Ice Cream Bars. The Usos are still hot after the rap battle and defeating 2 members of New Day, so at least they remain strong. But I get the feeling they'll drop the belt to the New Day, which is not a good move. They've already are the longest running, the longest tag champs in history. Remember? Next up, El Generico versus the Prodigy. Suffer! On 2 man! Yeah! What a waste last night on SmackDown Live to give Mike Bennett's debut match for free. I know, TV ratings, but that's with not adverts. What's the point? And come to think of it, Power of Love? That's supposed to be some old shtick with Maxine and Derek Bateman before they left WWE. Sharing that love crap to the audience? Yeah, you might have forgot it since it's completely forgettable. Bennett wins. Move on. See, another guy agrees with me. It's not agrees. We need to call Mike Kanellis Mike Bennett. He's a prodigy. God damn it. Anyway, 5-way battle for a shot at the women's title. Irish Sands. I get it. And for those who don't get it, now you get it. And if you don't get it, Undertale. Ravishing Russian versus Female Diesel for life. Oh. Versus Natty Neidhart versus Charlotte. Looking forward to it. I would say Charlotte picks up the win, but Naomi versus the Queen will headline SummerSlam for sure, which would lead Carmella to cashing in after their bout. Next up, Sledgehammers for Knees versus Bad Wolf from Kansas. Very nice. Nakamura wins. Sorry, Baron, but you're destined to lose while holding that briefcase. U.S. title match, the Phenomenal One versus Mr. Fucking Wrestling. Easily the match of the night, kind of hard about which one will walk out as champion. Flips a coin. Kevin Owens for the upset win, but hey, we might have Nakamura versus Styles at SummerSlam, or maybe a 3-way dance for the U.S. title. Ooh. Flag match, Murica versus Ruru deserves better. Really, John? You bury every match and say that the flag match is the most important of all? You might have said that the Judy Bagwell on a forklift match is the money-making match of the century? Anywho, Cena wins, Rusev deserves better. Like Sami Zayn. And the WB World Title match, Punjabi Prison out of nowhere versus Free Curry for everyone. Thanks a lot for reminding me of the awful Punjabi Prison stipulation. Anyway, Jinder is now the quote-unquote top heel of the blue brand. I don't think that Randy will win the belt once more. It's certain that Jinder will face Cena on SummerSlam, which would lead to its 17th title win. Yuck. And a surprise cash-in by Corbin, but look on the bright side, it'll be better than the previous 2 Punjabi Prison matches. That is a damn near guarantee, but that's going to be over-gimmicked. Winners, Shane McMahon for surviving a helicopter crash. You now join Ric Flair and the amount of unlikable lucky bastards. That's true. Seriously, get well soon, he says. Losers, the death of Linkin Park's lead singer Chester Bennington. Rest in peace, and here's another part of my teenagehood that is now dead. Vampiro for the now Mexican screwjob. Not only you screw Johnny Mundo and Taya, especially Taya, but you've attempted to portray yourself as the babyface. Sorry, pal. You've lost my respect, as Mundo says. You're a two-faced lying douchebag who believes your own lies. Now, if you excuse me, it's time for me to go to sleep. See you soon. Next up is our good buddy, the Hairball. Terror flags are at half-staff in memory of Chester Bennington. Camera shows Rip looking for the fat boy. Lights go out. Okay, fat boy, where the hell are you? Rip got knocked out by a disclaimer screen. Disclaimer. The fat boy has decided to keep the static and dap regardless, as to the current situation of one Wyndham Lawrence Rotunda, otherwise known as the Eater of JoJo, Bray Wyatt. The Fat Boy has felt that the gimmick has become part of him, and whoever said that dies goes off ranting. Okay then, so I guess I'll open this up. Fat Boy, I'm back, bitches! Had to take a comment off. Got this doctor thing coming on Tuesday. Quite frankly, I'm scared as hell. And no, you cannot. I'm scared as hell. And no, you can't teach that. Raw, I didn't watch a lot of it, and thanks to Seven Deities that it wasn't Dixie Carter, because I'd have been out about $150. The cost to replace the TV in my truck. Yeah. Cash showed Big Show he's no slouch, and more than willing to go head-to-head against the world's largest athlete. In the Page El Patron fuckery, the Orlando PD said they believe that Page should be arrested and charged on battery domestic, as it would appear that she's the aggressor here. Guess that means T-Dub can go back to do French otakuing gimmick. And there's rumors as of right now that circulating that Page is indeed arrested and charged that she could kiss her WB career bye-bye Felicia. Now, let me be clear here. Unlike the Bray ordeal, I think both sides of this are fucking morons. Paige is a stupid idiot, really getting poppy-tatted, and her family is so against this thing. Rip goes, Fat Boy, don't you have a show to preview? Oh yeah, I forgot the hood. I saw the foot of figure haul ass down the corridor. Points down the hall in the dungeon. The ground of battle 2017 from the Fargo Center. That is Wells and Fresh Prince's hometown of Philly. Well, someone's getting a broken Matt Hardy gimmick. Preheat show on the network. Lash of Back rematch. Hairball. Don't kid yourself. Only broken Matt Hardy can be broken Matt Hardy. You know that. Anyway, the Ty Dillinger, formerly known as Stan versus Mr. Guerrero. Remember Aiden married Eddie's daughter Shawl. Really? Winner? See, I just kicked Stan. Dillinger wins. Main card. Ole, 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 ole. Versus Miracle. Winner? Bennett. Don't you mean Canellis? Fair ball. No, it's Bennett. Fuck what WB is good at doing. Thank you. North American Civil War. The face that runs the place versus the King of Canada. This should be good. I see this feud lasting till SummerSlam. Winner, the guy who is phenomenal. He's calling AJ Styles to win. King of Strong Styles versus the Wolf that is alone and Mr. Money in the Bank. Oh, this should also be good. Oh, winner. Oh, Shinsuke. The not a piss break match 5-way elimination match should go to SummerSlam. Lady Woo versus Steampunk Last Kicker versus Rule 63 Anvil versus Tamita. Couldn't think of anything. Versus Archer. Lana. Both Lanas. What? Archer. Change the zone.
Damn it, D'Lo.
Damn it, D'Lo. Oh, God. We need to put Alicia Tyler and Lana in the same room with H. John Benjamin for that now.
Yes. if somebody's a decent artist, get on that shit immediately.
Evil Rev, we got another one for you. Oh, God. I don't see Lana winning, but I have a huge gut feeling saying she does. Winner, not going to lie, because I think it's pointless who faces Naomi at Slam of Summer, because I think Carmella cashes in on the winner there. The true piss break of the evening, flag match. Next. Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys. I'm not gonna read this like that. That's like no. The Dallas Cowboys tag titles. D's Nuts from the Corner Store versus the New Day. By the way, did anyone see the Evo video of Xavier and Omega? Hilarious as hell. Go watch. No, CEO is what you're thinking of. CEO Gaming. Evo was a different thing. But, yeah, I've seen the first two. The first one, my God. Oh, wrestling creativity. Right there, man. And Kenny Omega in a robe. Fuck's sake, dude. Don't. If you're not careful, we're going to have another DM fiasco. We don't want another one of those. Anyway. By the way, did anyone, this should be good. I also think this feud goes to SummerSlam, but Chimmel, get your ass in here. Chimmel, here are your winners and new WWE Tag Team Champions, the New Day. Okay, get your ass out of here. A prison in Punjab match. Jinder appears. Jimmer, I proclaim this Sunday as the day of Logan's legacy perishes at the hands of the modern-day Maharaja. Viper versus Maharaja. The only way I see Orton winning is to allow Corbin cash in, but much like Carmella, I don't see it happening outside of a Big Four PPV. Winner and still champion, the giver of gifts, the Monday Maharaja, Jinder Mahal. Winners, I don't have any this week. Well, sorta. I came across something on YouTube the other day. I've always pictured a wrestling-themed wedding, but never had the idea of they are as popular as they are now. So popular that even one couple got the Think himself, Howard frickin' Finkel, to introduce the entire wedding party at a reception. And he did it as only he can. The thumb is up. I actually saw that video. My God. That is awesome. And Super Sentai Hero, yeah, he is indeed French-Canadian. That is a difference. I'm French-Canadian too. Puts in tabarnak. Oh, did not get over. Oh, well, have to give it a shot. Losers break fourth wall. You know, kayfabe aside, guys, depression and suicide, they aren't a joke. Yes, I believe that there are a few that I've done it being so selfish, but the recent death of Linkin Park's frontman brings to the forefront yet again. I've been there twice, when my mom died and when my little monkey was killed. If it happened for you guys, I might not be here today. I can't say much more than that what Brother Shin said. If you know someone who suffers from depression, talk to them. Encourage them to seek help. Let them know that there's nothing wrong with seeking help. You may just save their life. Rip. Claps. Well said, fat boy. By the way, Raven has the idiot cornered who dropped that screen on me. Alright, who? Alright. Time to reveal who you are. They pull the veil, and
It's me, Austin!
Oh, son of a bitch!
What? It's me, Austin! It was me all along, Austin!
rip. Vince? Okay. And finally, this is a little late. Normally I have to say, hey, 9:30, bucko. Back of the line. But it's our good buddy TWK sending us a little surprise here. T-Dub, surprise! Hey dudes, it's T-Dub. Hope the WC is going well, but I have zero doubt that it is. Have a red one. T-Dub. Yes, it's going well, buddy. I hope you're listening. If you are, say hi. You know, be nice. Anyway, those are your emails and comments of the week. You can send them at the Wrestle-Cast@gmail.com. We shall return with a preview of WWE Battleground. When we come back, do not go too far.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Yep. Gotta have beef. Gotta have spice. Need a little excitement. Snap it to a Slim Jim. Oh, yeah.
This is WMOB Mobile, 12 on your channel dial and 12 in the TV ratings.
Tired, achy back got you up against the ropes. Burning, itchy hemorrhoids making you cry for mommy. Performance anxiety making you feel embarrassed and like less of a man. Introducing Elite Cold Spray! The #1 cure for dry eye syndrome. Elite Cold Spray. If you order now
At YoungBucksMerch.com.
we will throw in a complimentary can. Elite Cold Spray, the preferred dry eye cure. Oh my god! The burns! This product doesn't even work, guys! It pisses me off. Who even planned this whole thing?
So, at Battleground this Sunday, you and I will be locked up in this prison, this Punjabi prison. There'll be no escape for you. I have nothing to lose, but you have everything to lose. You are the 50th WWE champion ever. You have the weight of 1.3 billion souls on your back. What are you gonna do, Jinder Mahal, when those 1.3 billion souls consider you a disgrace? This Sunday at Battleground, this is gonna be my view right after I leave your jacked up for dead in that ring. This is gonna be my view right before I take back what's mine. And this is gonna be your view when you realize that you chose your own fate, when you hear the words and your new WWE champion, Randy Orton!
And we are back here on the Wrestle-Cast, branded by RVT Entertainment on thebrookinfinite.com, podomatic.com, iTunes, podcasting places, live, of course, on RVT Entertainment's YouTube channel, Matty Jay, and my guest host for this this evening in professional wrestling talk, Mildra the Monk. And T-Dub, you're listening. Hope the vacation's going well. Thanks for popping in. Okay. Interesting story when it comes to that particular segment. I found the clip from Randy Orton, and I'm thinking, okay, there's a few angles. AC/DC works, so I thought, who made who? No 8-bit version. Dang. And for those wondering why, who made who? Who made who? Who made you? Right? Who made Jinder? Who made, was it the belt or was it, there's that discussion. So who made who? Felt appropriate. No 8-bit version, no Mario Paint version. Dang. So I thought,
get on that Mario Paint, guys, please.
Come on. 8-bit people, hurry up. So I thought, jailbreak. It's a Punjabi prison match. Gonna be a jailbreak. Gotta get out of here. No 8-bit, no Mario Paint. Boo!
It is rare that you strike out twice.
So I had to go with who for those who want to rock, for those about to rock. So I'm like, I literally did the Yanotori shrug. Dang. So that's what it was. For those wondering, that was my thought. I was like, fuck. That would have been nice. Jailbreak would have been great. I would have loved who made who, but oh well. So that was going on in my head. A little bit of behind the scenes for you. That being said, WWE Battleground, Sunday, July 24th, the day before my birthday. How about that shit, folks? The Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Philly! And the last pay-per-view before the weekend of SummerSlam. So there's that. Let's see. Pre-show match has the Perfect 10, Ty Dillinger versus the Perfect Guide at Job, 8 in English. That's the pre-show. Your Honey Mustard Mountain Dew Kickstart pre-show main event. Woo! Crispy! Woo! Crunchy! Woo! Honey Mustard! Woo! Chicken! Woo! Ty Dillinger to win. He needs a win anyways. Give Ty Dillinger a win, for fuck's sake.
He needs a win, and I'd say he should be focusing on mid card stuff. But the problem is, the mid card belt has become the main attraction belt,
which is fucked up. But then again, when you have guys the caliber of AJ Styles and Kevin Owens fighting over it, you know, the U.S. title needs this. It definitely needs it.
That said, I will second your comment about Ty Dillinger winning this, because I very much feel like there's a better investment in him and the 10 chance than in the crownless drama king.
Yeah.
However, I would like to hope that they give him at least 1 minute or maybe 2 minutes to do his awesome singing. The case of the old fashioned, I'm losing, so I'm gonna get my shit in now.
Yeah.
Because I very much think that you've got something there with his singing abilities.
Hey, you know what you do? You know what you do? You bring it in English in. You pair him up with Elias Sampson. Then now you got something. And for those wondering, yes, you got Freak by Masterstroke. And the guy laughing over there knows his MST3K, even the new stuff. So there you go. Also, Star Crash.
Have you forgotten where I'm from?
Oh, I know.
Matty?
I know where you're from. You're from Minnesota, the home of movie riffing.
Exactly.
So there you go. The fact that he laughed proves that he is indeed from Minnesota. Also a big MST, so that definitely helps.
Yep.
On to the show proper. Mike Bennett Kanellis taking on my boy, Sami Zayn. Not my OSW boy, just another guy that I like to watch in the Indies.
I
feel bad for Sami. I really do.
Why did
he have to be saddled? Why did he have to be saddled with Jobber to the Stars? He's not that, guys.
I'm not saying that he could be world champion or something, but I remember in one of the NXT Takeover shows, and I was listening to the Brian and Vinny show.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brian Alvarez.
Yep.
And one comment that he made about Sami Zayn, I think really hit home about the kind of spot that he should be in. Not the main event guy, but if John Cena is supposed to be Superman, then Sami Zayn can be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He makes a lot of mistakes, but he has the heart where it counts. That, I think, is the ideal spot for somebody like Sami Zayn. I really think that instead of being jobber to future stars, he should be in that kind of mid-level picture. At the same time, though, this is one of those awkward timing situations because Bennett needs a win. That's very much clear.
New guy on campus. That's why I feel sad for Sami, because Bennett needs to win more than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
You're building up the new guy. He's obviously got the hot gimmick in town, the hot new gimmick. It only makes sense to put him over.
Yeah. It's going to be a great match, though.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. These two are from Ring of Honor. I've seen El Generico versus Mike Bennett. They can only improve, and that was because, and even then they were good. So, in fairness, it's going to be awesome. Now, this has, of course, I'm going off the wiki page as per usual, and this shouldn't be. I hope It's not the second match on the card. But it's AJ Styles defending the United States Heavyweight Championship against my boy, Kevin Owens. And I know OSW rules. He's not. He's been world champion. I know, but who cares? Still my boy. Mr. Wrestling Kevin Steen, my boy. Forever and a day. Anyway.
He was really nice to me the one time I saw him at a house show for Ring of Honor. And
he's a cool dude. He is an absolutely cool dude.
He cut an awesome promo putting over Minnesota.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I do also. He also made a comment that nobody in the room but me got this, but I appreciated this. That it's not too far removed from Quebec, because after all, you were named after your capital was named after a French Canadian, which is actually true.
That is true.
Look up Pig's Eye.
Yeah, it's true. Absolutely true. Kind of gonna go Styles retains on this one.
Yeah, I think it's because it's only been like a couple weeks since he won it at MSG. I think that is way too early to put the belt back on Kevin Owens. I really think that if you're gonna do the whole put it back on him, save that for SummerSlam.
Yeah,
it's too early to do that.
I mean, unless you want to book Styles versus Nakamura at SummerSlam, which all the fuck in on that. But then again, where do you go with Kevin Owens after that? That's kind of a letdown if you do that. But
that's why I was now granted putting the title on AJ Styles and MSG. It was if you're gonna do it anywhere, it's gonna be there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, this puts kind of a monkey wrench in long-term booking.
What long-term? You know what? Knowing Vince, what long-term booking?
Okay, fair point.
Yeah. Also, Gizmod Doomslayer in the chat. Minnesota, also known as Southern Canada.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong, folks. Hey, speaking of Nakamura, he's taking on Baron Corbin next. Baron Corbin, Mr. Money in the Bank, a.k.a. the curse of you lose to everything just to build up your fact and whatever. Can we just have like a refreshing change of pace of having a Mr. Money in the Bank winner actually being dominant and being a threat? Because Baron Corbin isn't the kind of guy that does the coward stuff. Just saying.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if I told you this story, but you know the whole briefcase thing that the winner of the G1 series ends up holding all the way to Wrestle Kingdom.
Parody of the Money in the Bank case, or an
Okada
intentional.
Came up with that idea. He specifically said that he did that as a jab to both Money in the Bank and Feast or Fired, because he did not like how you win this match that's supposed to be a big deal, and then you lose for months on end, and then it's supposed to be a big deal when you cash it in.
Thank you, Mr. Okada.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah, a direct jab at WWE and TNA. Yeah.
But I see because of the fact that Nakamura is the kind of star that he is, and wanting to build a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, he's only had a handful of singles matches since he came up to SmackDown.
Yeah,
I really think that Nakamura needs this win more than Corbin does in their eyes.
Yeah.
So I'm going for Nakamura for this. I can guarantee that that Christian Miracle is probably going to get pissed off because the crowd is singing Nakamura's song again, because he hates that shit.
Shuck it. Shuck it long and shuck it hard. It means he's over. Let him.
Yeah.
Let him sing. Let them eat cake. Next up, 5-way elimination match. The winner to be determined #1 contender for the SmackDown Women's Championship at SummerSlam, aka the Light Bright Championship of the World. Charlotte Flair takes on Becky Lynch, taking on Natalya, Tamina, and Lana. This one's a pick me.
Yeah, this one doesn't really have a clear favorite. So because of that, and because this is coming up right before SummerSlam, I don't see them doing some sort of major title change. So I am going to go for Naomi retains, and then it's probably going. If there's going to be a cash in, it's probably going to be at SummerSlam.
Yeah,
I really think that it's not. If you want to really put over the whole thing of. So you
saw that too. For those wondering, Mike in the chat, Mike Shell, the belt that should have gone to Jericho. Yes. Yes.
Maybe with a little holster on the side for his list.
Yeah. Now you're talking.
Just put it in one of those little side pouches that you usually put binoculars and stuff
in.
Yeah.
The pouch of the list of Jericho. Yes. Put it in, man. I'm telling you, it's what, a couple, 2-3 months since Jericho's been on TV. Still over as fuck.
Yeah, but with this one, I'm seeing Naomi retains. But one thing that I definitely see in the booking is everybody is going to try and beat the shit out of Lana.
I think at this point, yeah. Hey, Lana, you're Daniel Peter, and 3 of the 4 women in this are Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, and Bob Hardcore Holly.
Yeah. The reason why I say that is because the way Lana presents herself is still kind of
Sable. Say what it is. It's a Sable clone.
Yeah, it. Although I will say Lana is a better everything than Sable.
Well, that goes without saying. She's had even if she only had like 1 or 2 matches, she still wrestled better than Sable. Sorry, folks, that Sable bomb is shit.
Yeah, the only good thing we got out of a match involving Sable was getting flashed by Jacqueline.
Capital Carnage. Mm-hmm.
I'm scraping the barrel.
Yeah.
But
who do you call for that match? Personally, I could go either between Flair or Lynch myself. But actually, no. You know what? No.
That in a few months, but not right now.
Natalya, then. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking Natalya, actually.
Like I said, I feel like there's going to be a lot of wheel spinning with Battleground, especially with that division. That's why I'm going for Naomi retaining.
Yeah, but Naomi's not in the match. It's a #1 contender match.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, I guess it's Monk o'clock. So that being the case,
no. If we're gonna be saying that, we're gonna be saying right. You know what time it is. It's Monk o'clock, mother. Get in there. Get the fuck in there. I can't believe it.
Yeah, but that said, of the people there, I can honestly see being Becky Lynch being the most likely, especially since I think she really needs a good rub. Fraser. I mean, yeah, Carmella is probably going to hold the belt and is probably going to be the top heel. If Lana ends up winning it, there's going to be an absolute riot.
Oh, in Philly? Oh God, please no. But anyway, Next up, flag match: John Cena versus King Ross's favorite, Ruru. That's Rusev. Can we just call John Cena Cunt Cena?
That's why I called him that earlier. This is the piss break match. Normally, I don't give a shit about. Normally, I don't have too strong feelings about flag matches. I mean, it's just a gimmick match.
Yeah.
Not much to write. Not much. To write
It's shit on a pole. That's what it is.
But since he had to do that promo and basically bury the rest of the goddamn card, this is my piss break match now. No, and don't get me wrong, Rusev is amazing, and he has one of the best. And he has one of the best Twitter accounts you can ask for, just with some of the trolling that he's done. But the big problem is, like, really, if you're gonna do this whole rah America shit, never mind how stupid it is that a global company is doing this. Why do it at the end of July? Why not do it on the week of July? Why not do it the week of July 4th?
Here's an idea. John Cena's return. Rusev challenges Cena to a match. Have that match. Doy.
Yeah. Why? The question I kept asking is, why does this need to be a flagpole match?
Yeah.
Never mind the fact that flag matches don't exactly have the strongest reputation. Remember WrestleMania 2? Here's a better question. Here's a better question. Why haven't you forgotten WrestleMania
2? Oh, here's a better question. What about WrestleMania 2?
Good point. But yeah, it's gonna be Cena wins. LOL. I don't give a shit because I'm turning away from this. Moving on.
Makes sense to me, but if you want to call somebody, Cena wins, LOL. Next up, tag team title for tag titles. The Usos, aka D's Nuts from the Corner Store, taking on the New Day. Probably gonna be the usual combination of Xavier and Kofi. No, Big E and Kofi.
I wish Xavier would get in more matches because he's actually really good.
He's good. But hey, man, all you gotta do is fuck around with the trombone and take one or two bumps a night. That's it.
Although I should probably troll him by saying, if you lose this match, you have to play Bloodborne for 2 hours.
Oh no! Oh no! Even worse. Do what Adam Pacitti had to do earlier this week. Poor motherfucker.
Remind me of that punishment.
He had to do a public concert, and one of the songs was Friday.
Nobody deserves that.
Hey,
I would not wish that on even my most hated enemies.
But you see, Pachita screwed Plumpy out of getting Blampier back. You know what I mean?
Fair point.
So you know what? I'll let him have this. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
Part of me kind of thinking either Usos to I don't know about this one. Honestly, I mean, keep it on the Usos, sure, but who else is next after that? How many tag teams? Oh wait, you where are your tag teams? Oh wait.
You know, if they hadn't done that bullshit with American Alpha, I would have said put them in next. But the only other tag team that has anything remotely resembling momentum is the Fashion Police.
And the Fashion Police is funny as fuck.
Which I think they're probably going to be the next one in. And if that's going to be the case, if you're gonna have a tag team program with the Fashion Police in the future over the titles, I would argue you will get far more mileage out of them ripping the bright colors of the New Day than the hood clothes of the Usos. So if you're going to go that route, then okay, put it on the New Day. But I really think it should stay on the Usos simply because they're the heels.
They're the better team for the job.
Mm-hmm.
Plus,
and the New Day don't really need the belts.
No. Plus, any semblance of momentum was gone the minute that sweet burn from the Usos came from during that rap battle.
Yep. Which,
let's be honest,
WWE decided to edit on the YouTube version for some reason.
Hey, here's most of WWE this week.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, the main event of the evening, a
stupid! You're so stupid!
match. I'm sorry, a Punjabi prison match. Whatever just killed to say, hey, let's have a steel cage match. But no, let's push that stereotype even more, brother. Jinder Mahal defends the WWE Heavyweight Championship of the World against Randall Keith Orton. In a Punjabi prison match, for those wondering, the way it works is you're in the inner structure in the ring. With a a steel bamboo cage. Thank you, Michael. You escape either for going through the top or going through one of the cage portals that's only open for the 60 minutes, and then
60 seconds.
60 seconds.
Why would they have it open for an hour? Could you imagine holding that rope for an hour?
Probably not. Sorry. 60 seconds is what I meant. Or going over the top. The objective is to escape the outer structure, completely escape the structure with both feet hitting the floor.
Okay, as I said before, it's going to be bollocks.
Yeah.
And, as much as I've taken my shits on Blandy Borton, this current incarnation of Orton of Dad Orton,
yeah,
I'm perfectly fine with. Like, he's somebody who I could honestly see holding up a barbecue and inviting half the neighborhood.
Yeah, Daddy Orton, if you will.
So because of that, I would prefer that Orton retain.
I mean, Orton regains. Keep in mind,
yeah, regain. Words. I know words.
Hey, I can't brain as much as that, so believe me, you're fine here.
Besides, I'm on full speed when it comes to having to brain because of what I do. But here's the thing: because this is in Philly, the crowd is going to shit
on Orton. That structure. Yeah. Oh God, they're gonna shit on the entire match. Oh my God. I just realized, holy fuck. You're trying to return a crappy thing based on one of your worst wrestlers in the modern era, the Great Khali. And you're bringing it back in Philly. Oh my God.
One of the three worst places in the United States or in Canada that you could bring it back.
Oh God, Mildra, you are correct. To quote OSW Review, this is going to be bollocks, absolute shit.
And it's not the fault of either of them. Orton's a great worker. Jinder Mahal is a competent wrestler. But the reason why this thing has been shit on for so many years is because due to the color issue with the bamboo, it's the second worst cage when it comes to actually being able to see shit.
Yeah.
Because you have all that stuff, so everything is getting in the way. The yellowness of the bamboo is going to get in the way as well.
Yeah.
And the only cage design I think that's worse was the red cage in TNA. And that was because that was eye bleach.
Yeah. AKA, this is bullshit. This is bullshit.
But I know that Solid Monster is probably predicting that Jinder's going to retain so that John Cena can win the 17th. I really get the feeling that since we're approaching SummerSlam, that they're probably going to have Orton do the drop so that they can do Cena and Orton again.
I already hit the UHF button twice already.
I think you're going to have to make it a 3 count.
I see what you did there. Very nice. For you, anything, buddy.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
And hold on a minute. I think there's another button I could hit. Oh yeah, this one for sure. Another one. Thank you, Gorilla. And let's see. And oh, here it is.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Say what you will about Spoonie. That's a good button.
Yeah. But
I hope you know what? Well, how about some originality? If you're gonna put even if you're gonna put the belt on Cena at SummerSlam, let's have it on Jinder. Let's have him another month with the belt. For fuck's sake.
Oh, and make sure to give him a few doses of Fisherman's Friend before he cuts his promo.
Ooh. Oh. You are correct. Hairball. Yeah, good idea.
No.
Good call. Good call. Can it cook?
Yeah, but I am very much looking forward to because I am very certain that when that either Brian or Vinny when they see this match, one of them is gonna go ballistic.
I mean, how ballistic? I.e.
-5 stars.
Yeah. The match it's more the presentation of the match. I'm just saying that is it gonna be one of those worst match of the year things?
No,
probably not.
You know what?
No.
You know what? Orton and Jinder would have to fuck up hard to get worst match of the year out of that.
Yeah,
they're too good to get that. I think it'll be a lot of bad booking and
It's
plus
just
it's
that
very
trying
hard
to watch the thing is gonna be painful.
Yeah. I mean, it might wind up on some list. I don't know if it will wind up on my list, but who knows? Who knows?
Bottom end at absolute worst. But I see Battleground as a kind of as very much a glorified setup to things that are going to probably be happening for SummerSlam.
Yeah.
So given that, it's probably going to be Jinder Mahal retaining, and then they're going to do the thing with Cena. Because I know that's something of having Cena get the 17th title, even though he technically isn't breaking Ric Flair's record because there's a bunch of belts that they keep forgetting about. But that is inconsequential because we know that they only have a few set ideas, and whenever they have that set idea, they like to just focus it on that exclusively and damn everything else. So that's my prediction when it comes to Battleground. I will say that the way that they presented like logo design and the ad promo with the colors and all that does a better job at justifying it being called the Battleground.
Yeah. Also, what bar is that logo? Lots of color there.
Every bar. So in lieu of that, I'm going to say it is a variety pack of warheads, which are fucking delicious.
Yeah.
If you're crazy like I am, and complain that most lemonade tastes too sweet.
Oh, I'll give you 2 sweet. Yeah, there. Oh, wait, you mean 2 sweet? Yeah, never mind.
I'm saying most of the time, whenever I drink lemonade, it's always got too much damn sugar. I never get any of the sourness, unless I'm getting some stuff like Nantucket or something in a glass bottle. And Minute Maid is the absolute worst because I can taste the powder. Not that kind of powder.
Phrasing. Anyway, that's the pay-per-view. That is the show. But before we do anything else, we got to do winners and losers. Mildra, yeah, come up with a couple losers there.
Okay. Does it have to be one for each, or
it's whatever you deem appropriate, my friend. It's your list. You do what you got to do with it.
All right, just making sure. So the people who rolled a natural 1 this week are I'm putting Alberto Del Rio and Paige in one category because you both are fucking idiots.
Yeah.
And Alberto is getting on there not just because of the whole drama shit, but because of some of the stuff he's been saying. Even though people have been trying to cut him off during his appearances on Impact, where he keeps trying to shit talk WWE, and it's like, dude, knock it off.
Yeah, you're in the middle of
GFW. You're in GFW now. Start talking about GFW.
Stop putting over the competition.
I know you think you're burying the competition, but you're just making your own company look Bush League.
By the way, newsflash, you're not Shane Douglas. There, I said it.
And as for Paige, I like you, Paige, but you really need to get out of that situation. Like, get out, go back to England, get some help. Because if you keep going down this road, you are going to do something you're going to regret.
I mean, outside of that stupid tattoo.
There's tattoo removal services available, and I'm pretty sure she makes enough money to get that taken care of.
True.
And besides, if she does manage to get her life back together, she could easily work some programs at WCPW.
She'd be a hell of a heel there for sure.
Yeah, whether face or heel, that's definitely the case. And I know there's been some things said about the Knight family, about they try and turn that into an angle, but that's inconsequential to me. Now the second loser is Vincent
Kennedy McMahon.
Because you have something that is actually getting people to pay attention to your stars, and you take it away because it's not my way. You are 60 years old approximately. Why are you behaving like a fucking 5-year-old? It was through talking smack that you've got your best heel. You've got one of your best heels on Raw. You've managed to get people over who never would have been over. You managed to get people to actually try and grab your fucking brass ring. So yeah, fuck you, Vince. Not everything has to be fucking scripted. I know what you can just, if you're worried about advertisers, just say don't bring up these certain things.
Yeah,
a few bullet points. That's not that fucking hard. I can do that.
Plus, most of the roster is scared of you anyway. That they probably won't even bring up some of those things by proxy, for fear of being eaten alive by the Vince monster. And if they're not worried about you, they'll damn sure be worried about Stephanie. Hey-o. Anyway.
Yeah, because we all know who wears the balls on that relationship.
Hi-oh!
honorary loser. I'm just gonna throw this in with the Vince thing of this whole. Oh, that's a nice tag team. Be a shame if you had to split it up.
Be a shame if someone had to break it.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
That was for now. Getting off the negatives, winners.
Yeah, well, before you do, I gotta do my losers first.
All right.
I gotta do mine
All right,
first. Oh, for me, obviously, El Patron and Paige. Get some. 1, fuck off. 2, get some help. GFW, because fuck that owl. Fuck's sake, boys, just let it go. And Jeff Jarrett, you want to hear about this? Jeff Jarrett, there's a new contract, or a contract template for all the wrestlers that sign in. If you sign with Global Force Wrestling, you are required by their rule to give up 10% of your independent bookings, aka whatever you make in the indies. 10% that goes to Jeff Jarrett in Anthem. And they have the right to pick your indies. Hey,
isn't this the thing that caused that mass exodus, including having the Hardys say fuck you?
Yep.
And apparently another person who was not happy about this, although he was probably going to be on his way out when the Hardys left, was Gregory Helms.
Yep.
He outright said that once the Hardys left, he wasn't going to be long for it anyways, and that whole deal. Because the thing about that kind of deal is, and I am not a lawyer, but when you take that approach of trying to have that level of control over an independent contractor, that is setting, even if they're technically not by some jargon, that sets a very bad precedent because their taping schedule is very erratic. So let's say they get 500 people over the course of 6 weeks, and then they don't get enough, and then they don't get as many because right now it's just the taping thing. They haven't gotten to the next set of tapings yet.
Yeah. And
they're telling you can't work this or that company. That's taking money out of their pocket.
Well, and by the way, 10%, please. Fuck you. What do you got, man? Here's an idea. Here's an idea. You want me to stick around? Here's an idea. Give me more. Give me all your money.
And what are you going to put that 10% to, Jeff Jarrett? Your Global Force Gold program?
There it is. There's the burn I've been waiting for. That little scam, that little thing.
Is that the reason? Is that the reason why there's no yellow on any of your Global Force titles?
I don't need a sensu
for that one. Yes, you'd think that there'd be some gold on that. on that 15 pounds of gold strap.
Yep.
But no. And if I recall one other thing, and I'm not sure if this is also in that new contract, but wasn't there a thing where you were only being paid per appearance?
Yep.
I'm not sure if that's still in the new contract, but either way, the whole thing sets a bad precedent. So I can completely concur with that bit of loser.
It's bullshit. Mm-hmm. Is what it is. And finally, James E. Cornette. Seriously. Guy had a good match. People wanted to see it. Oh, and it is selling out those big buildings too, by the fucking way.
I've heard him referred to him as kids trying to play wrestler and the one thing that he's compared it to that ended up pissing me off is when he called them video game wrestlers.
Yeah, You know, the irony is, you know how I started watching wrestling? Video games.
It's like, look, never mind the fact that he was also the person who said that nobody liked when they were doing that RoboCop thing in WCW, which was admittedly stupid.
Yeah.
He was saying that RoboCop was a movie. He said that RoboCop 2 was a sequel to a movie nobody liked.
Hey, fuck you! I liked RoboCop.
You're dealing with a film that's one of the icons of that trend in the '80s. Why do people, if nobody liked RoboCop, why did it keep getting sequels even though the sequels sucked, or keep being in that picture of iconic '80s? Thank you.
Yeah, anyway.
Speaking of which, Peter Weller, the guy who was in the suit, has worked harder than your fat ass has in just about anything, having to deal with wearing an 80-pound suit in the middle of Dallas.
Oh!
In July.
Oh, shit.
And he was trained in mime. He was losing a pound a day during filming. Because you have to move slowly, you've got 80 pounds on you in the hot Texas sun.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, fuck you, Jim. You're a very smart man, but learn to walk a mile in another man's shoes first.
Thank you. Let's do winners.
Yep.
Let's just do winners.
Yeah.
You're winners, sir.
Now the first winner I have to give is to, and this is a minor winner.
Yeah.
Is to Son of Havoc. The reason why is because of that match he had with Dante Fox for the Cueto Cup.
Yeah.
Midway through the match, even after getting his ass kicked by Son of Madness to further that program, he takes a Death Valley. He gets put up in a fireman's carry by Dante on the ring apron.
Yeah.
He takes a Death Valley drop from the ring apron to the floor.
Oh.
Like, oh my god.
How are you not dead?
I mean, yeah, the floor is padded. This isn't ECW, but still.
God damn.
It's not that padded.
I mean, still, god damn.
And the whole time I'm thinking, when it comes to dishing out ice in the locker room after that, you should get first pick because fucking ow.
Yeah, just fucking yeah.
It's not like he landed angled or anything like that. It was flat, like just splat on.
It was as safe as you could possibly make it for a guy landing on the goddamn floor.
And props to Fox for making it as safe as possible. And but Jesus, don't ever do that. The only other time I ever want to see him do that kind of bump again is either in a championship match or at Ultima Lucha Tres.
Yeah.
But fair balls to him, man. And the other winner is going to be pretty much going to be the G1 Climax, because the G1 Climax is always a winner.
Oh yeah.
But I do have to give special props to the fact that Yoshihashi, I really feel is starting to come into his own. Like, he's been kind of on the lower tier in Chaos for a while, but I think he might be starting to move. I think he might be starting to move up, especially getting a win over Yuji Nagata. Because keep in mind, Yuji Nagata was the guy during the third generation. And even though this is going to be Yuji's last G1, getting a win on him early on like that, I feel like that's giving him a massive rub.
Yeah. Anyway, more winners, man. More winners. If you have more winners, let's do it.
Oh my god, that's my winners. Sorry,
I gotta give a winner to Russell Hype. A great meme. Then Kurt Angle, I want a gold medal with a broken freaking neck. Now, Kurt Angle, I made a WWE superstar with a broken freaking condom. I got nothing. I got nothing for that. I cannot make that funnier.
If I had a hat right now, I would tip it.
Yep. Well, funny, I am wearing a hat now, so I am tipping my thigh hat to that. Anyway, I got two winners. One, Omega versus Suzuki. Fuck. Just fuck.
Yeah.
Just I'm Luger selling that. I am Luger selling that match. Just
if I think Omega is going to be taking a bath in some really, really deep ice water.
I think he did. Also, Luger selling that match. Chair shot. Chop. Punch. Headbutt. Ouch. Luger selling.
What a boy.
Why did they have to put the world title on him? He's such a boy. Oh, man. And Eric Bischoff is a winner this week. Why? Remember what I told you on at the beginning of the show when he said he was he talked about in his podcast that it was going to be Dixie Carter and they're going to do the whole Claire Lynch thing. Well, technically part of that is true because bastard son, all that stuff. He got us on Dixie Carter. I tweeted him back when he said it's good. He tweeted, it's good to swerve people. And I'm like, and I tweeted it back at him. And I said, yeah, good one. You know, well played, sir. Well played, sir. About an hour later, he tweets me back. Thanks.
I'm still keeping my point. I'm still keeping the burn that I said when it came to Dixie Carter. If you recall, because if you recall, I said, well, if they can't get Dixie Carter, just go to a Halloween store and get a mannequin. Same difference.
Hey. Yeah, I remember that. Anyway, those are my two winners this week. So that is it. That's the show, ladies and gentlemen. Before we head up for the evening, here's what's going on RVT Entertainment for the rest of the week and the weekend proper. On Saturday, Helmsman with Tony Helms and the crew. I don't know what they're doing actually. They're probably going to be doing something. It's going to be on Tony Helms' Twitch channel, so you can check that out. Sunday, Toku Riffs Live. I don't know if I'm going to be there because the family plans on celebrating my birthday. And I'm going to be here, and I'm looking forward to it. But I may be late to Toku Riffs. So it'll be myself, and of course, Easy and the Shades will be taking care of some Toku business. Of course, with Q Ranger, Kamen Rider XA. That's getting good, by the way. And, of course, Kamen Rider Amazon Season 2. And, of course, Kyoryu Force Brave. Q Ranger Brave. Dino Force Brave. Something Dark Side. Something complete. Sunday, that's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time there. On Monday, the Shades plays. He's actually going through Fallout 4. So he's gonna be doing that long term. On Tuesday, Riff Down with TWK of the crew. He will be back for that. And of course, they'll be riffing SmackDown as per usual. Wednesday, our TRPG night, of course, The Enemy Within. It's our playthrough of Warhammer. It'll be myself, Mike Shell, the Shades, Boy Hybrid, and this handsome son of a bitch over there as our game master. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the start of that. Thursday, we are back with Ranger Recap. We will be riffing another classic, but we're close to starting the second half of the first season of Power Rangers Ninja Steel. We'll tell you when. Actually, it's August 11th, if I'm not mistaken. So, a week after that, we'll be going full-time with that again. Of course, you can also check us out, our last riff from a couple weeks ago. It is available on YouTube. Power Rangers Turbo Episode 37, Beware the Third Wish, was our last riff there. And of course, Friday, we'll be back Friday with our review of WWE Battleground, August 12th. Thanks, Sentai Master. We'll be back here on Friday with another edition of the Wrestle-Cast with myself and a returning TWK. We will be reviewing WWE Battleground. Of course, talking some more G1 Climax, because of course, more matches will have happened. And of course, if you like this show and everything else, hey, hit us a like. Hey, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Of course, you don't miss another live show or another upload from us ever again. If you want to hit that bell button, much appreciated. And of course, share that son of a bitch on your social medias. Tell them, hey, these guys are funny. Take a listen to them. But that'll do it for our show this evening. We thank you very much on behalf of TWK, who is not here, but on behalf of Mildra the Monk.
My name is Mildra. I'm your gaming monk. Stay fucking frosty, everybody.
My name's Matty Jay, reminding you all professional wrestling supports independent promotion as soon as possible. We shall talk to you next week. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye!
So I'd like to introduce to you the newest member of Raw. My son, you may know him as Jason Jordan.
Okay, yeah, this show's officially jumped the fucking shark.
Jumped it and fucked it up the ass on the way down.